what's going on, everybody? Today we've got a really simple objective for this video. We're just going to be fixing your hypnotherapy sales and marketing with one simple exercise. I hope that's okay with you. So let's dive straight into this thing. We've all heard people say, well, when you're building a hypnotherapy business, you need to not sell hypnosis, don't put that in your content and your marketing, etc. All that's very true, but I do see people really struggle to conceptualize how to go about implementing that into their content. They get really stuck, and it's an unfortunate thing. So let's dive right into this. Let's knock this out of the park. First thing, problems. So what are all the problems you're having with sales and marketing? This is the simplest part of the video. It's also the least important. I want you just to become aware of those for a moment. Just give yourself 1 minute, 2 minutes, nothing more than that. I want you to do bullet points, okay? Really simple exercise. So let's just do 2 minutes here. I'm not going to write that down, but identify the problems you're having right now. Specific objections you're having trouble overcoming. You don't know what to talk about in your content that isn't related to hypnosis. Whatever, it's a comfort thing that you're struggling with. When you're on the phone and you need to close a deal, what is it, what is all that stuff, okay? The next thing is, what's an outrageous price for you? Well, I'll just pick $1,000, but let's just say $1,000 for your services. Wowee, I could never charge that amount. Whatever it sounds like for you, just go with that, okay? Identify a price point. For purposes of this video, we're going to do that. And next item, I want you to pick a luxury item of some kind, right? One of these things like a Bugatti, like one of those Louis Vuitton handbags. So let's say it's the car, okay? And imagine if you're broke right now. This is my really bad car. Boom, look at that bad boy. Let's just kind of make it like that. Here's a Bugatti. I'm going to sell you this Bugatti for $1,000. No matter how broke you are, what do you think the chances are you find a way to come up with this amount of money to buy this thing? Right? This is valued immensely. Like, the world loves this thing, and you would be a nut not to pay for this. Right? You'd have to be thinking not straight. So, given the fact that you would do whatever it takes to find a way to buy this thing, I want you to ask yourself why. What are all the reasons? This is where the magic starts to happen. What are all the reasons that you would come up with the money to buy this thing? Right? Well, at that price, I would be a fool not to. How would you like your customers to say that about your service? Or I should say your potential customers. Let's make a list here. So let's say it's like status, right? All my friends would think I'm cool. And I could sell it and make a lot of money. So let's say, money. We'll do a little money. We'll do a little arrow. That's probably enough, but this is probably the most important part of the video. Give yourself 2 minutes, and I really want you to answer this question. Pause the video if you need to, etc. 2 minutes. Go nuts here. What are all the reasons that you're telling yourself that you would do whatever it takes to buy this? Clearly, it's a work of art. And then I want you to ask yourself, how does your service provide these types of things? Right? How does your service provide all the different things that you wrote down here? So, for example, with status, and let's say it's smoking cessation, which is a highly saturated niche, but if we're going to be doing smoking cessation, would quitting smoking improve their status? Would it save them a ton of money? I mean, think about status here for a second. Maybe that person's single, they'd like to find a significant other, or they're struggling to do so. Would that not open up their dating chances to an entire group of people previously they didn't have a chance of really hooking up with? Of course it would. I mean, folks just write them off if they see that a lot of times. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, but it's the real world. Okay? Money. Are they going to save a ton of money if they quit smoking? What if they put that money in the market? They invested over 30 years. They'll be insanely rich. So these are the types of things we can start to sell. Okay, these are the things that actually matter to people. These are the things we need to talk about in our content. Hypnosis is great. We love it. It's a blast to talk about. But they don't even know what that is, really. And usually they're a bit apprehensive about it because of the way it's talked about. So you could go on a whole vendetta and try to educate folks, or you could talk about the things they care about. What do you think moves them closer to fixing the problems in their life quicker? Now they tell people about it. You don't got to sell for them, right? Make it easy for your customers. It's a no-brainer. I would be a fool not to do it. This is the type of attitude we need to help our potential customers get, right? We need the clients to understand this. Now, next item, number 6, how does your service, or what does your service provide? It's way better than how you answered question 4. So maybe you were talking about status and money, but does buying a Bugatti really improve their health? Maybe in some obscure way you'd have to work through it. If they sell it, maybe they could get like a really good gym membership or something. I don't know, but that's not really what is at play here. I want you to just take a moment, really consider, how does what you provide give them what they really want, better than that luxury item purchase? And here, number 7, content. Do you think you can make content about these things? Do you think you can start to talk about the ways in which these lifestyle changes would improve their financial situation? I wish I would have picked something besides status, but you get the idea. And if you work through this on your own in your specific niche, when someone is on the phone with you and they have an objection, do you think you could reference all the work you've already done? I think you've got a really good shot here. I think your conversion rates are going to explode. So if you found this valuable, like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff, comment, share it with your friends. Get this information out there. Put it into practice. Otherwise, it's not really any value there if you're just looking at it and passively consuming it, as we said before. All right, folks, take care.